Peace and blessings. Welcome to Mindful Pilates. I'm Taylor Sharice, a mat Pilates instructor, a CBT coach practitioner, a woman's wellness guide, and your bestie for all things wellness. We are officially on the last day of our beginners Pilates self-love challenge. It is day 14. If you've been here since day one, besos, abrazos. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. So happy to have you here with us. And make sure you go back and watch videos 1 through 13 when you have the time. How we do things here at Mindflow is we start off each session with a short journal prompt, then we move into our Pilates workout, and then we finish out with our sound bowl session. So if you're ready to go ahead and get started, let's grab our journal. And our very final self-love journal prompt is, how do I want to define what self-love looks like for me in this season? So go ahead, take as long as you need to answer the prompt. I'm going to take a few minutes myself, and then I'll meet you back here when it's time to begin our workout. All done. We're going to go ahead and move into our final workout of the series. I'm so sad, but also so excited. We're going to actually start off this workout in all fours. Okay, so as you're in all fours, I want you to make sure that you have your knees underneath your hips so that they're aligned. Make sure that your wrist is aligned with your shoulders. Make sure you have your spine in a neutral position. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Again, so as we take our deep breath in, we're inhaling through our nose, expanding our rib cage, and exhale. We're connecting to our transverse abdominis and also our pelvic floor. So 2 more times, deep breath in and exhale. Last one, deep breath in and exhale. Amazing. As you take your next deep breath in, I want you to flex the spine, push up from the scapulas, drop the head, and exhale. We bring our spine into retroversion. To do this 3 more times, inhale, and exhale. Nice big inhale, and exhale. Last one. Amazing. Find your center. Extend the left leg, point the toe. Make sure that you keep your hips squared. You don't want to rotate the hips away from the body. Again, protract the scapulas, push up so that you're not collapsed into your shoulder blades. Inhale, and as you exhale, we lift the left leg, extend the right arm, tap it down, and back up. Inhale down. Last one. Amazing. Bring it back in and we switch and we do the other side. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, point the right toe, extend the leg out. Another deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift the right leg, extend the left arm, tap them both down, and back up. Last 2. 1 and 2. Amazing. Back into center. Bring your glutes down towards the ankle. Lift the chest, come up to a seated position. I want you to then rotate the legs so that they're extended in front of you. And bring your hands slightly behind you. Soles of the feet planted in the mat. Again, your feet are parallel. Your knees are hips distance apart. Take a deep breath in, elongate that spine, and as you exhale, I want you to squeeze the glutes and lift towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower it back down. Exhale up. 3 more times. So 1, 2, inhale down, exhale up, last one, 3. Amazing. Slowly lower the glutes back down to the mat. Perfect. I want you to bring your elbows into the mat. I want you to make sure that your weight is centered on your tailbone. Elongate the spine. Make sure that you're extending the chest towards the ceiling, okay? Take a deep breath in. Bring the right leg into tabletop, down. Left leg into tabletop, and down. As you lift, I want you to make sure that you're lifting from the hip. Bring the knee closer towards your chest, and then slowly lowering it back down. You want to avoid lifting from the knee. If you're lifting from the knee, it'll look like this. And this is not what we want. You're pulling it in from the hip. 2 more. Last 2. So 1. And 2. Amazing. I want you to lift yourself back up, okay? The arms are still extended behind you, slightly wider this time. Again, the weight is still balanced on that tailbone. Chest high, we elongate that spine, keeping the weight centered on our tailbone. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, have that weight centered on our tailbone. Make sure that the legs are slightly extended outward as well, but the knees are still bent. I want you to have your weight centered on your tailbone. Connect to your core. Deep breath in. I want you to extend and lower. Tap. Tap. A few more. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly bring it back down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good job. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Extend the legs out fully, okay? We're keeping our weight on our tailbone still. Nothing is changing in terms of our upper body. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, as you lift the right leg, flex, slowly bring it back down. Point, lift, flex, lower. Keep going. Last 2, 1, and 2. Amazing. We drop the right foot down, point the toe, and we switch and we do the left side. Deep breath in. As you exhale, you lift, flex, lower, lift, flex, lower. Make sure you're keeping your chest high, not collapsing into your scapula. Engage that core. Last 2, point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower. Great job. I want you to lay down flat on your back on your mats. We're going to end with some core work. I want you to take a deep breath in. Extend the right leg towards the ceiling. Come up into a thoracic flexion. Bring your hands to the outside of your legs so you can have one hand slightly above the knee and the other hand slightly below the thigh. Extend the left leg so that you're in a thoracic rotation. You switch, and the other side. And as you're doing this, your hips should be stable. You don't want to be rocking and rotating here. You really have to engage your core. But I know you can do it. A few more. Last 2. So 1, and 2. Amazing. Bring the knees into the chest and relax. Deep breath in and exhale. One more time. Deep breath in and exhale. Amazing job. Send the legs out. Hands behind the head. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the arms up and over. We lift through our imprint. Come into a seated position. I want you to crisscross the legs, okay? Extend the arms out, bend the elbows. We bow our head, take a deep breath in, and exhale, lift. Congratulations on completing day 14 of our Self-Love Beginner Pilates Challenge. We did it. We made it to the end, guys. Give yourself a huge round of applause.
We're ready to close out our session with a little stomach therapy. I want you to lay down on your mat in whatever position is most comfortable for you. Once you're there, I want you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale deeply through the mouth. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, I want you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and move your head and neck around. When you're ready, I would like for you to open your eyes, come back into your body, and thank you so very much for joining me in the Mindful Pilates studio, and I will see you next time.